Hello everybody, welcome back to Riichi Mahjong. How you doing? Have you noticed? Have you noticed yet? Yes, it happened. It finally happened. I have demoted to expert. How do I feel about that? I have very many complicated feelings about that, but it's fine. All right, chums. Let's do this. Jump into the gold room. Yeah, it was like, it is what it is, you know. Can't win them all. Could I play better? Yes, undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, yes. Did I have a bit of a a bit of a bad run? A Master 2 in the gold room. Come on. Come on, you can't do that. You can't be doing that, mate. Anyway. It's fine. We get back on it. We get back on the horse, I suppose. Every day's a school day, right? We just have to learn and grow and improve. And at the end of the day, it's just a game. End of the day, it's just a number on a screen. We're still playing Mahjong. That's the important thing, right? This hand's not very good. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. With a loose 3, a loose 2, the Dora, which I'm not a huge fan of holding at this point. But I'm not sure what else I can do. Obviously I didn't record the last few games where I was going to demote because like I was very close to demoting. I didn't want to have the additional pressure of like also recording. And they were honestly they were just fine games. They were pretty normal games. What am I doing with this hand? I really don't want to throw the Dora. I feel like I've left it too late to throw the Dora. I'll follow cut the Dora. But my hand is kind of nothing. How many pairs does one man need? It's a good question. 2 of the 2s have gone. I don't think this 1-3 shape is ever going to do anything. But I'm also pretty sure I should just be folding. Yeah, I'm not even going to risk this 3 of circles right now. I'm just going to keep throwing on as oh, the Master 2 is disconnected. Yeah, that'll teach you. What are you doing in here, mate? You have no honor. Is this what happens? Or you just go, you do this in the Jade room for a bit and then you come into the Gold room to make yourself feel better? That's not. You can't be doing that. That's very rude. So, yeah, we'll just continue to have fun and play good quality Mahjong, I suppose. Or at least try and remember how to play good quality Mahjong. Am I right, folks? Am I right? And that's been the main issue, really, is trying to work out whether I've been on a bad luck streak or whether the quality of the Mahjong is falling, or both. Could be both at the same time. It's not unreasonable for it to be both. What can I even do at this point with this hand? I mean, a lot of the 9s have gone. All the 9s have gone, in fact. I mean, if I get into tempo, I'm not throwing the green dragon, which is the Dora, to call Riichi. Like, of course not. I am just not playing this hand. I know it looks like I'm playing this hand, but I am kind of just not playing this hand. One of you can deal into the other one of you, that's fine. I'm just follow cutting the 7 of circles. It is a shame that... So what happened here, but okay. Good. What happened here basically is that people opened their hands before I was ready to throw the green dragon Dora, and then by the time it came around to it, people had opened their hands twice, and I was like, right, I'm not doing this. Oh, this is really, really high voice. This hand's really bad. Kind of gonna have to pawn the westward now, aren't I? Is a problem. Okay, hand's actually good. Hand's good actually. It's amazing what one tile can do. Yeah, so it sucks. It sucks to demote. Doesn't feel great. Can't lie. Does not feel good. But what I'm trying to remember is that it's not like... it's not like a... Oh, wow. Actually, that's not very helpful. It's not terrible. Maybe this is a half flush. What I'm trying to remember is it's not like a indicator of a personal failing, you know? It's not like... I'm a stupid and bad person because I've demoted. And you might think that's ridiculous, but welcome to the mind of a competitive person. Welcome to the mind of a competitive person. This is what it's like in here. For better or for worse, this is what it's like. Yeah, alright. I will pawn that. I should have not thrown that. I should have thrown the 7 of characters, because I'm going to need a pair somewhere, and I kind of just thought I'd draw the door up, but what I really should have done is kept the 1 so that maybe this is a... okay, never punished. So that this is a Nobatan weight. Yeah, welcome to the mind of a competitive person. This is how it goes. This is what happens in here. Oh, that's really awkward, actually. 2, 3, 4. I need a pair, and that is a pair, but it's like really not the pair that I wanted. I think I'm going to send it back. I'm not. Maybe I should have. I should have sent one of these circle tiles back. Oh my god. Okay, please, please, my dude, please. Okay, it's fine. Like, I don't need this to be a half flush as well, do I? That is greedy. That is greedy. Yeah, maybe that's the line. Maybe we should say that. Okay, it's back. I'm gonna have to throw the Dora, but I'm going to. Watch me. That's fine. You can pawn that. It's fine. When you deal into me, it'll be all the more funny. Are you serious? Are you actually serious with this? Okay, good. Can you please draw the tile throw the tile that I need? I mean, I don't expect either of you two to do that. It's really I'm gonna have to either sumo it or you're gonna. We're racing here at this point because I'm not folding and you're not folding. Gonna have to just hope that I draw it and don't draw your tile. That could well be it. That could well be it. Oh no. Okay. I mean, like, really? I should have made this a half flush. How many more dangerous tiles can a man draw before he draws the tile that he needs? I will get back to what I was talking about, but I need to lock in, because I distinctly did not lock in before. I should have been greedy and made this a half. I mean, there's no way to know that. Oh my god. A 3 just passed, and a 9 just passed. Yes! No. Thank God. Oh, that was a hairy situation. That was a hairy situation for sure. I don't know whether you need to be greedy and make that a half flush. It's very hard to say. Right, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, it's very hard. It's hard when you're a competitive person. I've spoken about this before. It's very hard to not like look at. It's very hard to not like look at the points, the ranking points chart from the spreadsheet, just absolutely tanking, like losing basically all of the points that I've gained in the whole 9 months that I've been keeping the spreadsheet. Oh, this sounds really, really awkward. And go, oh, I must be stupid. My brain might actually just be failing. That might be what's happening. I am a stupid and bad person. It's even worse. It's even worse, right? When you're recording for YouTube. When you're putting yourself out there and you're going, hey, let's all play Mahjong. Hey, everybody, watch me play Mahjong. Because then you're also like... I mean, I didn't start this channel on the proviso that I was any good at this, just for the record. I started this channel so that we could have fun playing Riichi Mahjong.
Done.
Wow. That's not unreasonable, in my opinion. If you really don't need that red 5 of circles to throw that in the middle, at the start of the second row like that. But for that to be Rond, I can't let you call Ron. Sans. Oh my god, is this what a good hand looks like? I've never drawn a good hand before. I'm probably going to end up throwing this. This is obviously my pair, but a four of characters is something. Maybe this isn't my pair. Maybe I'm supposed to fish for a pair somewhere else. Or single tile wait for the 5. Perfect Deshanten though? No, it's not perfect Deshanten. It's not. It's not. I'm going to end up throwing this. I am going to end up throwing this. But I might draw the 6. I might draw the 6 of characters. I might draw the 6 of characters. But it's fine. It's still Riichi Pinfu 1 Dora. Riichi Pinfu 2 Dora would of course be the dream. Would I call Riichi if I drew into this shape? Good question. I mean, would I call Riichi, like, would I throw the 5? I mean, I probably still would throw the 5 because... Oh! Keeping your options open is pretty powerful strategy, all things considered. And I can accept the Dora. Incredible, incredible stuff. Sorry, it's quite early in the morning. I wanted to get this one out of the way before it gets too hot. Before it gets too hot on planet Earth. Yeah, so when you're... Yeah, like, it's hard to put yourself out there. And as we've said, streamers have it harder than teachers, police officers. Sumo. Um, but are you not entertained? Don't type in the comments that you're not entertained. Do not type, this was not a very entertaining video, actually, my dude. And yeah. So I'm trying to just shrug it off, basically. Which as a competitive person is really difficult to me because I don't want to shrug it off. What I want to do is I want to you know, go, actually, oh, my spreadsheet needs to be have even more data on it. My spreadsheet needs to have even more data on it, actually. And then I will be able to play properly. Then I will be able to work out how to play Mahjong properly. When what I should be doing is I should be going, that's unfortunate. That really is unfortunate. I mean, I just assumed that because I had this 6-7, I had this 6-7, and I had the 4, and I thought, out of all of my shapes, right, there's kind of some overlap here. Let's just simplify this down to the tatsu. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you learn what tatsu means. Like I am one away here still. Like it's not outrageous. If I'd have thrown the 7 and kept this, I'd have a 4, 3, 6, 7, 8. I'd have 1, 2. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not going to do it. But that is interesting to say the least. And then I've thrown the 7 and drawn the 8 anyway. So I'd have had 4, 3, 6, 7, 8. I'd have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd have 6 blocks. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have 5 blocks. So that's exactly why I did that. Because it was kind of just loose, right? It was doing extra work. Like if I drew the 5 of characters, I would have a 4, 5, 6, 7 shape, which is not really that helpful to me right now. I don't need it. I don't need that. My dealer seat is kind of evaporating in front of my eyes here, but it is what it is. Yeah, so it's hard to just sort of like go, because I have to remember that oh really? I have to remember that there's a lot of data on my spreadsheet that says I can actually play this game. You know, like there's a lot of data on my spreadsheet that has S grades from Maka. Thank you. I mean, it's terrible, but I am the dealer. I'm gonna do it. This 8 of so I mean, only just because this just happened. I mean, it's not brilliant, but it's kind of not really getting any better. I suppose I could draw a 6 of circles, but in the time it takes me to find a 6, because I don't want to throw the door at this point, right? Like I could find something among this shape, but I am the dealer and I am first to Riichi, and no one's doing anything ridiculous, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's dance. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do the third one. Oh Christ, I'm glad I didn't deal into that. Oh my god, the game's over. Oh, he's what? Yes! Yes! He's won a game of Riichi Mahjong in the gold room. Let's go! 107 points, is that all you get? Oh god, we're gonna be here forever. We're gonna be here forever. A plus, really? Is that it? Is that it? Is that all you got for me? A plus, B minus. Oh, I didn't want to play this one, that's why. B minus, B plus. Oh, okay, the rest of it was good. What's wrong with this? You're probably screaming at me to throw the green dragon Dora for like ages. So you know it's too late, right? It's too late. Oh, you want me? I'm not folding properly. I'm not folding properly. I'm kind of folding, but I'm not folding properly enough. Look at this. Look at this. Get the hell out of here, my dude. Just actually hard fold at this point. Like, I was right to not ever throw the green dragon. But I opened myself up to an insane amount of risk. Can you please fix this music bug, Yostar? Thank you. I opened myself up to an insane amount of risk even this early. Because someone could just have the other three of these. Yeah, you're not wrong. I was right to be antsy, but apparently I should have been even more antsy. I'm here saying I don't want to play this hand, but I'm still here like throwing tiles that are not safe. Fair enough. Fair enough. Even here to recognise I can now never throw this, and if I'm never throwing this, then what the hell am I doing with this hand? May as well just not. May as well make sure 100% that I don't deal in. That's crazy. B plus, this one's weird. Oh god. Oh god, what happened here? Alright, fine. Guest wins. Oh, this was this one. Oh yeah, no, I should have. Yeah, this was a disaster. I mean, easiest pawn of all time. And then maybe you could make this a half flush. Maybe you should throw this. Even easier pawn. Yeah, throw this. Yeah, that was a mistake for sure. Fix the mistake, thankfully, never punished. But I would have had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then yeah, look, you gotta make this a half flush, my dude. You gotta make this a half flush. And then now you don't have to make this a half flush because you've refound your pair. Okay, look, I don't want to talk about this. Throwing the door is fine. And not folding is... apparently, this might be a step too far. This might be a step too far. And then this is debatable as well. But the 6 is fine. The 9 is fine. Alright. Lucky. That one was lucky. Alright. And then the rest of the hand, the rest of it was textbook. The rest of it really was textbook. West, one, yeah. Good. It's plus. Nice. Yeah, you'll find a pair somewhere else, don't worry about it. Oh, you found the pair, that's good. Don't need that. Don't need that. Riichi. Very lucky to draw the 6, but the point is you keep the options open. Nice. Yep, good. Yep, look at this. You don't need this. You don't need this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Throw this. It's dangerous. It's not helpful. Get rid of it. Immediately backfired. Whatever. And then now the 7's worse. Immediately backfires. Whatever. That's just how Riichi Mahjong is. Keep throwing these tiles. Riichi 10. Riichi 46. Okay. I do know how to play this game. All right. Like I know. We're going straight back in, by the way. Don't think we're not going straight back in. So it's only been 24 minutes. Yeah, the first 2 hands were a bit weird. The first 2, it's fine. So yeah, as a competitive person, it's hard to just take a step back almost and be like, what the hell is this hand? To take a step back and be like, ah, it's just a game. Why did I do this? I definitely should have done this. I definitely should have done this. Why didn't I do that? 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku, probably. This is awkward. This is very awkward hand. But for my own sanity, for my own mental health, I'm going to have to. That is tempting. I'm going to have to not take things too seriously. Or at least you can take things seriously. No, I'm going to take it seriously. It's not. It's going to be impossible for me to not take it seriously. But it's more that what am I trying to say here? It's more that like the downswing, the horrendous downswing that we had, and we've demoted. You know, we were 1 game away from promoting. This hand is god awful, and it's a real shame that my dealercy is evaporating like this. I think maybe if anything, I should have just thrown the 4 there and just be like, this 1-2 shape. If I find a 3, then I've got it, and if not, then so be it. Upgrading that, using this as an upgrade route, because this one is loose. I mean, that's slightly better, but I'm not sure how I ever throw the red dragon now. Because you've cheated this, right? It's awkward. You learn a lesson from the previous hand and just, well, you have, the door is, no one's got a ridiculously high value hand here. But I just think my dealercy is, okay, well, you've pawned it, you've not wronged it, so, but I was right to be scared by it. To just not look at that really horrendous downswing, especially because it's right there on the spreadsheet, right? It's right there on the spreadsheet. It's too early to open my hand for Tempai. This hand has been not very good. I'm just going to have to lump it, I think. To not look at that downswing and be like, oh, I'm stupid. I'm a stupid idiot, man. Ugh. And the other thing I was thinking about last night while I was crying on the toilet, that's a joke, but the other thing I was thinking about was it's like, the game is so complicated, and you don't get a huge amount of time. Alright, now I'm going to do this, because I would like to keep the dealer's seat if it's all possible. The game is so complicated, and you don't get a huge amount of time to make your decisions. You do get some time. How do I feel about this? I really would like to keep the dealer's seat. So it's kind of like, ugh. It's kind of like using an engine, using Stockfish or something to that is more safe technically. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the no 10 penalty here. Only you can have it, really. Good. Good. Really good, actually. Really, really good. To keep the dealer seat there. Huge. It's like having a blitz game of chess where you don't have infinite time to think, right? You've only got like 30 seconds to think. Or ideally, you wouldn't think for that long because you're just going to burn your clock. Wow. Wow. Obviously not. But then using Stockfish to analyze that game Good God. Using Stockfish to analyze that game, and Stockfish going, well, this was a mistake, and this was a mistake, and this was a mistake. And it's like, yeah, obviously there's going to be some inaccuracies here in Blitz chess, because, oh God, this hand is really, 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 really strange. There's going to be some inaccuracies here, because it's a really complicated game, and I don't have the luxury of thinking about it for that long. Like, I just don't have that luxury. I will keep the 4, right? I could still draw a 5 of circles, whereas the 8, if I draw a 7, I suppose it's okay, but if I draw a 9, I'm really not happy with it. That's also terrible. Because the other thing you've got to remember about the engine is that, wow, I'm the dealer. I'm sending it. It's funny, if you Riichi this, it said no Yaku, but it says no Yaku if someone throws the tile. If I sumo the tile, I have a Yaku. I have 3 concealed triplets. Like, it said no Yaku, but that's not actually technically correct. That's going to be a Ron from me, dog. The thing with the engines is it's going to really, really inflate what is... is this a half flush? Could be. It really inflates like what is a good move versus what is a bad move. If a move's like pretty good, I really don't know how to play this to the point where I'm just going to go for pure tile efficiency here and just throw the guest wins. And maybe this could have been a half flush, but really I've got my pair here. I've got this shape. I've got this. I don't really want to dismantle all of this. Let me just win a red dragon 1 Dora hand. And if it turns into anything more than that, then so be it. Don't really want to slow myself down here. You do see it in Mortal, decisions that are like 40-60 or whatever, but for the most part it's like this is a correct move. So do this. You know, it's gonna pick one. It's gonna find one that is strictly better. Ugh. I think it's time to throw this. No, I should do this. Don't be silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's time to do this. Lock this in as a triplet of 5s. It is close to the Dora, admittedly, but... Now, I'm not saying the engines are wrong. Of course I'm not saying that, but there are situations we've had, even recently, where a move that we're like, this isn't that bad though, is it? You know? Like, it's not that bad. And in a way, Maka is more helpful with that, because Maka is more likely to give you like a 49-51 decision. What are you doing? Wow. Wow. Okay. I love losing 4,000 points. That's fine. Maka is more likely to give you a... Whoa, lads. Maka is more likely to give you a 50-50 decision, right? And then what's funny is then whenever we go... Oh, Christ, what do I do? Green Dragon. Whenever we then go to Mortal to see what Mortal thinks, Mortal then always inflates that. Mortal then goes, well, actually, I would probably give this like an 80-20. I would say that this is definitely wrong, and this one is definitely fine. I really don't want to be hyper aggressive here about this G, because I don't want to scare people into throwing the East Wind by Chiing to have a very strange Yaku. That's a shame. Somebody might decide that they want to throw the East Wind. Do I need this? Yes, because it's a 1-3 and a 3-4-5. This is my pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So this could probably go in a minute. And it definitely should. It could also be 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku. Oh my god, it could be 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku. Oh my god, I might even get to call. I wouldn't call Riichi. If I had the 5 of bamboo, I wouldn't call Riichi. I'd pawn the 5 of bamboo in a heartbeat. Is this my safe tile now? Yes, because what is going to attach to this 3 that improves the hand? Nothing. That's the 1's gone. This makes the pair weight really awkward. Might even end up getting rid of these. Am I supposed to change my hand? Am I supposed to change my hand? Ugh. You idiot. You absolute foolish boy. Well, I'm not folding now. I also have all of the value because I have 3 copies of the Dora, which is the East Wind, which makes the other copy of the Dora impossible to use, unless you're playing 13 Orphans, in which case you don't really need the value of the Dora. I have Sumoed. Unfortunately for you, I have Sumoed. And I also have 2 of the red 5s, so I have basically all of the value on the table. And Sanshoku. He did actually get Sanshoku in the end. Which I hadn't really been... I was aware of it, but I kind of didn't realise it when I'd Sumoed, because I was more just excited to win the hand than anything. And I think that's one of the things that we sometimes forget with the engine analysis, is that moves can be up for debate. Like, moves are up for debate in this game in a way that they're not with other games, with other perfect information games, you know, like chess, for example. And so, yeah, I do respect the engines. That's a really good draw. I do respect the engines, of course I do. But I think what might... one of the issues I have with them is that then I play a game, I go into the log review, and then instead of looking at, like, oh, the S plus hands and being like... Sorry, I locked in. Instead of looking at the S plus hands and being like, oh yeah, that was good, that was right, oh yeah, that was good as well, that was good. I look at the B minus hands and the C hands and go, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, right, yep, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid. And then I go to Mortal, and then... Am I ever using this? No. And then I go to Mortal, and then I get my 1% move rating, and Mortal goes, oh, 1 out of every 10 moves you made? Really stupid. And I'm like, great. Thanks for that. So the problem is the way I'm using the engines is also kind of just making me upset, because I'm only ever using them to... Like, on the surface, I'm using them to improve my game, right? And see where my mistakes are. But on the other hand, all I'm doing is just putting myself through the ringer every single time I finish a game. What the hell is this? I don't know. Oh, should have kept that. I would have pawned it. I kind of just don't want to throw a 6. I'm just putting myself through the ringer after every game, you know? And then I'm logging it on the spreadsheet. A. Maka only gave me an A, and my 1% move rating in Mortal was 10% because I'm stupid. I might walk away from this hand in a minute. Alright, no, I won't. Boom. So I think I need to reevaluate my relationship with the engines and how I'm using them.
Come.
Okay. It'd be nice to just sumo right now. Okay, that is at least a safe tile. I'm not doing that. This keeps me in tempai and is a safe tile. But one of the other reasons I do the Maka grade straight away, especially in the video, is that... Wow, that's lucky. Is that I want you to see, right? I want you to see. And especially because we talk about something, we go, oh, I wonder if that was right or not, and then we go into Maka and we go, oh yeah, it was right, or no, it wasn't right. Which is fine, and that's what I want to use it for. That's what I want to use it for, is I want to go, was this actually a good choice or not? And then when Maka goes, ah, yeah, it was like 40-60, we can go, oh, okay, alright, so it's debatable whether that's a good choice or not. And obviously I should also be looking at my blunders, you know? Like, I'm not going to improve if I don't ever realise that I'm always doing this mistake. Mistake XYZ, you know? I'm going to rush Tanyao here, because I want the game to be over as quickly as possible for many reasons. One of which is that it's East 4 and we're 43 minutes in. It's been 2 games, admittedly. But I am very, very much the point leader, and so just rushing quick, cheap hands is definitely... Don't pawn. Don't pawn, thank you. Definitely on the cards here. I don't need the value, just finish my hands for me, please. So we spoke about this in the previous video, actually, where when I open Notepad, when I open Windows Notepad, and make a note of like, oh, that was a weird decision. I wonder if that is actually right or not. Somebody does have the South Wind Dora somewhere in their hand. But thankfully it is still only the East round, so they would probably have to call Riichi to make too much use of it. Unless they just have a pair of them and they're staying Damaten for Pinfu. Or, God forbid, they have like 3 concealed triplets or something. That's huge. Which way around do I want to do this? Probably this one. That's awkward. Well, I'm going to have to throw it anyway. Ended up having to throw both a 3 and a 6. That's fine. Just passed. That's going to be a Ron from me, dog. Luckily for you, it's Tanyao nothing. But the point is that I am back in the dealer's seat. And I actually have tile flow today, if you can believe it. One. I will throw this. Pure straight is not a ridiculous option here. Okay, alright, fair enough. Southwind Dora Dora, it's fine by me. Oh, that's unfortunate. What? Okay, sure. Why not? Why the hell not, eh? Maybe I can kill somebody. It's so early and I've given precisely no information about my hand, and it's a double-sided weight. So I can't really see why I wouldn't do this. That's the Dora. Maybe that's why you wouldn't do it. I mean, could I have pawned the Southwind instead and not open myself up to this risk? Oh, what risk? It's turn 5, and I'm the dealer, and I've done nothing but throw honors and terminals. And I have a 7-tile double-sided weight. Yeah. It's 11-7, so... Ugh. I mean, kind of good, really good. Bad, really awkward. Dora, red dragon Dora, white dragon Dora, sorry, really awkward. Let's keep the south for a bit. Being able to open my hand up for the south is fine. With having a lack of blocks, I mean, now it's probably worth throwing, but... Yeah, now I'll throw it. Now I've got an 8-9 and a 4-6. No one... Yeah, throwing the white dragon Dora there is very strange. But presumably your hand is going to be quite fast then in that case. But I'm going to keep my copy of it, I think. Just because if I draw another one now it goes absolutely bonkers. Someone at Yostar flicked a switch. Someone at Yostar went, this guy's going to have a mental health crisis if we make him lose even more than this. What the hell? He's going to have an actual mental breakdown if we put him through the ringer any more than this. Sort it out. Sort it out, guys. I mean, I'm gonna have to pawn the white dragon. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna annoy everybody, for sure. It's going to annoy literally everybody at the table when I do that. There's like the freedom almost of demoting and realizing that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because it kind of looks like I'm just playing Tanyao, and I do think the other white dragon will come out here. If none of them had come out, or if this was like a 7, 8, 9 shape instead, that's awkward. That's very unfortunate. What's just happened to me there. If this was a 7, 8, 9 shape or something, then maybe not. And if the other white dragon was still invisible, then fine. But okay, that's good. Oh my god, no, don't, please, don't kill somebody. Okay. That's not a safe tile in the slightest. Neither is that. This one's more defensible, right? Because I can see 3 of the 7s. Good. I was going to say. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, you cannot be serious. That player is so mad. That player is so mad. I've killed. They're dead. No, they're not quite dead. I thought the Honba made them dead. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve that. Ah, maybe you do. Oh man. Sounds quite poor. And this is the final injustice, right? They've played 366 games. Ah, maybe they're on the climb. Maybe they're still on the climb. Ugh. I don't think I need to play this hand. I don't think I need to play this one. Okay, well, it's not your seat wind or round wind, so sure. It sounds very awkward and clunky. Yeah, very awkward, very clunky. You're playing bamboo. You might be playing circles. You're definitely playing bamboo. You might be playing circles. Alright, well, I'll take this opportunity to throw a 6 of characters then, and then we'll see what transpires. Really, one of you can just sumo and we'll get out of here. So, to sum up, I've demoted. It's fine. Are you throwing bamboo tiles already? There, I've demoted. It was upsetting at the time. I have decided to, wow. Oh my god. It's fine. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger than that, but... I was upset at the time, as is natural. But after some soul searching, and... no, just after some soul searching. It's fine, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's a painful game, we all know this. We all know this to be true. It's a painful game. And everything will be fine. We will just continue to play, continue to improve. Not again. Not like that. Not again. Boom. We will continue to improve. And I do think we're improving, because I think that's one of the really, really hard things to... This hand's been a disaster. One of the really hard is to... We've come all the way back down to Expert 3. And I say back down to Expert 3. There are a lot of people who would be very happy to be Expert 3. I'm actually not pawning this, right? Because I don't have a pair, and I don't need the value. I just would like to... And I'd like to be able to fold if I do that. If I pawn this, then I'd need to find a pair. Right, yeah. Not to disparage expert level players, obviously. A lot of people are very happy to be an expert. They'd love to get to master, but you know, they're very happy to be an expert. They flip-flop between adept and expert, and they get to expert, and they hit the same roadblock that I get when I get to Jade. I'm not doing that. I can't remember what my point was. Huh. Yes, it is to think, well, if I'm Expert 3 now, the game is over, thankfully. If I'm Expert 3 now, and 6 months ago I was Master 2, then obviously, logically, it follows that I'm worse now than I was then. Right? I must be worse now than I was then, because my rating is lower. And that sounds plausible, right? And it's plausible in a lot of other games. It's plausible in a lot of other games, but it's not plausible in this, in Mahjong, because of the amount of variance, because of the sheer amount of variance, and how complicated things are, and how often you see certain positions and stuff, right? Like, so although my rating might be lower, I have to acknowledge the fact that I am a better player than I was 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, because of all of the study and experience that I've done. And that's just not reflected in my results at the moment. And so I think by just, you know, playing normal, good Mahjong, he says confidently, and getting hard S grades from the engine, and just going, it's fine, we know what we're doing, we can still learn bits here and there, and still learn new concepts and ideas and theories, and when to do this and when to not do this and stuff. We can still learn all of those things, and that's great. And the fact that my rating now is lower than it was then is not indicative of the fact that I am playing worse now than I was playing then. I have to be playing better now by definition. I haven't forgotten 5-block theory. I haven't forgotten Kabe and Suji, and, you know, like, it's just not possible. Debatable. Debatable. And yeah, throw the 8 of bamboo. The 8 of bamboo is a much more sensible throw. So this is an A grade, but like all of these magnifying glasses are just opening terminal order, which is like so minor, right? So minor. Or what do you want to do first? A 1-4 or a 9-6 shape? Like, oh my god, I don't care. You know? Like, how do you want to be killed? You want to be shot in the face, or you want to be drowned? Actually, I'd rather be shot in the face. Actually. Sorry, really macabre all of a sudden, but you know what I mean. You know, so like, this is just an A. I mean, maybe there's one horrendous decision in here. No, not even that's that horrendous. Like, that being an A is frankly absurd. You know? Like, that being an A is ridiculous. And then this player, they had They had the worst time of their lives in this hand. To call Riichi and immediately throw the door into somebody, and it's one chance, you know? Like, what are you, me? Who are you, me? And the Riichi's right as well. The last time this happened to me, the Riichi was wrong. And it's not because the Dora was one chance, it's because I couldn't see any copies of the Dora anywhere. The Dora was the red dragon, and I couldn't see any copies of them anywhere. I had none, and none had been discarded. And so presumably the engine was like, don't Riichi this, because like somebody's probably got an absolutely monster hand somewhere, and you don't really want to deal into that. So maybe don't Riichi? I think maybe demoting and just realizing, you know, not having that pressure of like, oh god, I better perform properly. It sort of mentally freed me up here. You know? Because there's honestly, that being an A is absurd. Because it's 8 turns of honours and discards, which, you know, made no difference whatsoever. And then on the turns that actually did matter, easy decision. Yeah, alright, fine. Throw the more dangerous one first, I suppose. In my mind, I'm like, what if I drew a 5 of bamboo? If I drew if I draw the red 5 of bamboo. You know, and then the rest of it's just automatic. And then this one's an A+ because... you don't like this. See, this is the kind of thing we should learn from, right? This is the kind of thing we should learn from. The hand was super awkward. I guess you're already worried about this half flush up here. I hadn't quite noticed that it was a half flush. Also, this does accept the Dora twice. $17. That's one of the lowest definitely do this scores I've ever seen. 17. He can play good Mahjong, folks. When the tiles come to him in the easiest, most obvious way to play of all time, he can play the hands. Yes, I was still playing at 20 past 11 last night. Yeah, I have a problem, alright? 4 dealings A+, 1 dealing A+. Well, no Riichi's 1 dealing A+. 3rd place A-. This one upset me. This was the one I recorded, I believe. There's no collapse here. There is no absolute collapse here. If it was a collapse, we'd be seeing B's, B+, more A-. You know, it's still there's 1 A-. Of course there is. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen every now and then. It's fine. It's fine. I will do this, don't worry. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know with a like or a comment. And if you want to see more Riichi Mahjong, be sure to subscribe. Oh god, I have to change the thumbnail now so it doesn't say J-Dream and Master. Oh, that's going to be embarrassing. Oh well. Take it easy. See you next time. Bye-bye.